Many a time a company may purchase assets and it make payment of purchase of assets by giving its own debentures. So when company issues its own debenture as a consideration for the payment of asset purchase, then it is known as issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Normally, when company purchases any asset or any business, then it has to make payment by cash. That means by issuing check. But here, today we are going to learn what will be the entries when company will issue its own debenture in payment of purchase of asset or business. So, when assets are purchased or any ready-made business is purchased by a company and company issue its own debentures as a consideration, as a payment for the asset purchase or business purchase, then it is known as issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Here company is not receiving any cash, but company is getting assets or business, and in return company is giving its own debentures. Here first we have to understand what is purchase consideration. So my first point is purchase consideration. So purchase consideration means the amount to be paid to vendor for the purchase of assets or business. Say for example, XYZ Limited has purchased plant and machinery of 5 crore rupees. So this 5 crore rupees payable for the purchase of this plant and machinery is known as purchase consideration. So purchase consideration is nothing but amount to be paid by purchasing company to vendor. Vendor means the seller from whom we have purchased the assets, to vendor for asset or business purchase. Many times entire business is purchased. So when you purchase business, you are purchasing not only the assets of that business but also the liabilities. So in that case, if the purchase consideration is not decided, then we have to find. Purchase consideration is the difference of assets purchased and liabilities. So purchase consideration is equal to value of assets which we have acquired minus the liabilities. Many times purchase consideration is ready-made given. In that case there is no problem. But if it is not given, then purchase consideration is the difference of assets purchased minus liabilities purchased. Difference of these two is known as purchase consideration. Now in that case, what will be the journal entries? So first of all, we have to pass entry for the purchase of asset or purchase of business. So you can see here, I have written the various journal entries. First I have written entry for the purchase of assets, for asset purchase. Now suppose you are just purchasing one asset, so your entry would be asset account debit to vendor. But if you are purchasing many assets, then individually you have to debit all the assets. So your entry would be sundry assets account debit to vendor. Vendor means a person from whom we have purchased assets. Say for example, you are purchasing plant and machinery, land and building, vehicles. So you will write individually plant and machinery account debit, land and building account debit, vehicles account debit to vendor with the amount of purchase consideration. Vendor will be credited with the amount of purchase consideration. That means the amount which we have to pay. So this would be the simple entry. One, you purchase asset. Assets come in the business. So the rule is debit what comes in. So they are debited and we have to pay money to the vendor. So it is our liability. Our liability is increased. That's why vendor account is credited. If along with assets, if liabilities are also purchased, so in that case liabilities will be credited because we have to pay liabilities. So I have written or here. If this entry is not there, then this will be there. Sundry assets account will be debited. Sundry liabilities account credit to vendor account. Here assets as well as liabilities we have purchased, so both are recorded. Liabilities credited, vendor we already credit with the amount of purchase consideration, and sundry asset individually we have to debit. Now here, with what amount vendor will be credited? So as I told you, assets minus liabilities. So from the total value of assets, you have to minus the amount of liabilities. Difference will be the vendor account. That is our purchase consideration. So these are the two possibilities. There are other possibilities also. Many times we purchase business, in that assets and liabilities we purchase, and in that case, if we are making the more payment than the purchase consideration, then the excess amount which we have paid is debited to goodwill. So here you can see sundry assets account is debited, sundry liabilities account credited, to vendor. Now if the difference is coming in the debit, then that will be debited to goodwill account debit. When it is possible, goodwill will be debited when the amount of purchase consideration is more than the value of assets and liabilities. Say for example, you purchase different assets in 5 lakhs rupees. I am giving the simple example. And sundry liabilities you have purchased of suppose 2 lakhs rupees. And suppose it is decided purchase consideration suppose decided 6 lakh rupees. So vendor account will be credited with 6 lakh. Amount of purchase consideration is given in the exercise, suppose 6 lakh. So here you can see, you have to pay 6 lakh rupees to vendor, even liabilities also you have to pay 2 lakh. So total 8 lakh rupees. And assets we have taken over only of 5 lakh. So here difference will come 6 plus 2, 8, 8 minus 5, 3 lakh rupees. So 3 lakh rupees would be the goodwill. So in this way, when the value of asset is less than amount of purchase consideration, then goodwill account will be debited. It is also possible you get more amount of assets and you have to pay less amount of purchase consideration. So when the value of assets are more than the amount of purchase consideration, in that case you will get gain, and that will be credited to capital reserve account. So you can see here, sundry assets account debit, sundry liabilities account credited, to vendor with the amount of purchase consideration. If difference is coming in the credit, that will be credited to capital reserve account because it is a capital profit. Let us understand by example. Suppose we have purchased assets of 15 lakh rupees. I am not writing the full amount 15 lakhs 0. I am writing L for simple understanding. 15 lakhs. We have also purchased liabilities of rupees 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakhs rupees liabilities. And suppose it is decided purchase consideration, suppose 6 lakh rupees. Now here you can see the assets taken over by us are of 15 lakh, liabilities we have to pay 3 lakh rupees of the business which we have purchased, and purchase consideration is suppose decided 6 lakh. So in that case, difference will come in the credit, 15 lakh minus this 9 lakh, so 15 minus 9, so you will get 6 lakh rupees. That 6 lakh rupees would be your capital profit, and that will be credited to capital reserve. So these are the different possibilities of journal entries at the time of purchase of asset or purchase of business. This is simple entry, sundry assets to vendor, amount of purchase consideration will be credited. If liabilities are also there, then sundry assets account debit to sundry liabilities to vendor. Vendor is always credited with the amount of purchase consideration. If the purchase consideration is given, you will write it with the vendor. That means the seller. If purchase consideration is not given, then in that case, difference of sundry assets and sundry liabilities would be the amount of purchase consideration. Let us understand. Suppose we have purchased sundry assets of 10 lakh rupees 10 lakh rupees, and liabilities are of rupees, suppose 3 lakh rupees. So here vendor will be credited with 7 lakhs. This 7 lakh is our purchase consideration. It is also possible that amount paid is more than the assets taken over. So in that, goodwill account will be debited. Here you have to pay total amount 8 lakh rupees and assets are taken over of 5 lakh. So difference is in debit, so that is debited to goodwill. That means that amount we have paid for goodwill, it is assumed, and that's why goodwill account is debited. Many times it is also possible that we took over more value of assets and the amount payable is less. 15 lakh rupees assets taken over, but liabilities are of only 3 lakh and the purchase consideration is decided 6 lakh. So total 9 lakh rupees we have to pay and assets are of 15 lakh. So we are at gain. We are getting the capital profit of rupees 6 lakh that will be transferred to capital reserve. So this is the first entry of purchase of assets, or we can say purchase of business. After that, you have to pass journal entry for the issue of debentures to this vendor. We have purchased assets. Now we are issuing, that means now we are making payment by way of issuing our own debentures. So in that case, what will be the entry that we are going to learn now? Any one entry will come out of this 4 entry. Any one entry will come as per the given information in the exercise. Now entry number 2 will be for issue of debentures. Now you all know debentures can be issued at par, at a discount, or at premium. As per the given information, you have to pass journal entry. And these debentures we are issuing to the vendor. So now we are going to learn entry number 2 for the issue of debentures. As I told you, debentures can be issued at par, at discount, or at premium. So let us take first case, issue of debenture at par. This is our second entry. First entry is for the purchase of assets or purchase of business. Second entry for the issue of debenture. Suppose debentures are issued at par. So in that case, you will debit vendor account, debit the receiver, vendor account will be debited with the amount of purchase consideration to so and so percentage debentures account. To so and so percentage debentures account. This will be your entry. Vendor account debit to debentures. If debentures are issued at par. Second possibility, if debentures are issued at discount, then in that case, vendor account will be debited with the amount of purchase consideration. Then discount on issue of debenture, we will debit discount on issue of debenture it will be debited discount on issue of debenture account debit to so and so percentage debentures account. Discount is one type of capital loss, so we debit it. And the third possibility, issue of debentures at premium. If debentures are issued at premium, so in that case, your entry would be vendor account debit with the amount of purchase consideration to so and so percentage debentures account to securities premium reserve account. Securities premium reserve account. So here you can see our first entry was for the purchase of assets account debit to vendor. Now our second entry is for the issue of debenture. In that there are three possibilities. If issued at par, then vendor account debit to so and so percentage debenture. If debentures are issued at discount, then vendor account debit, discount on issue of debenture account debit to so and so percentage debenture. Discount is a capital loss, so debited. If debentures are issued at premium, then securities premium reserve account will be credited. Vendor account debit to so and so percentage debenture account. So these are the two entries for the issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. Remember, for the purchase of asset, we have taken 4 entries. Any one entry will come. And for the issue of debenture also, we have taken 3 entries. Out of this, any one entry will come, as per the information given in the exercise. Now let us take some exercise on issue of debentures for consideration other than cash.